know, if you think about it, a lot of like real happy, upbeat music comes from like Southern California. Their punk is really upbeat, and then our punk is really like dark.
Live music every Saturday. Couldn't even tell you what you're gonna ever see on that stage.
I've seen 10 ukuleles up on that stage, and they blew my mind. I was like, they're called the Ukadelics, and they blew my mind.
Our punk rock scene and our ladies who really rock are really coming up now, more than they ever were back in, you know, the last 20, 25 years. So it's kind of a bummer because we kind of missed it. And now we're too old.
Never too.
So that's true. That's true.
Too old.
I think Bob's Java Jive has become part of the ecosystem, part of the body of Tacoma. Probably the only place that does live music every week. And all the other independent music venues are people's basements.
I'm getting recorded. Be quieter.
Positions they possess, a lack of love, care, and safety.
We are at the Bomb Shelter. Welcome. The Bomb Shelter is a house venue in Tacoma, Washington. We've been running for about 8 years.
If I could just stay.
If I don't get mic stand to the face at least once, it would be really nice, but it means you aren't trying hard enough.
Even though I spent the first 18 years of my life in the same town, like I've never felt as at home as I do in Tacoma. I wouldn't be out if it wasn't for the amazing people in this community. I've just been accepted in as, you know,
One of the girls.
Yeah. Even before I came out, I was one of the girls. I get more looks in Seattle than I do in Tacoma. Mostly because there's a lot of tourists in Seattle there aren't in Tacoma.
Yeah.
People, for the most part, are blue collar and just want to live their lives and don't really care what everyone else is doing.
I think punk rock has been so much about anger and so much about making it okay to be angry. So when you find yourself with no one listening, that's that place where you start screaming. And I think that transcends a lot of issues.
I play a game called Minecraft, and I like the creature called a creeper, and it goes around and it blows up your shit if you're not careful. He apparently gets really pissed off if you look at him. So I wonder if it like stems from this nerd culture where, you know, you feel embarrassed when people look at you. Maybe. I came here when I was 12 years old, but when I came here, I fell in love with it. I'm like, because I'm from Arizona, and it's very dry, and everyone's really angry there. And I came here, and everyone was kind and actually very easy to talk to, and the rain made me happiest. I'm teaching myself robotics, and my friend, who is a roboticist, has been slowly teaching me how to make things. This is a robot I found, or a friend found in a dumpster, and this is something I made. He is Mykonos, the great Greek robot of 1979. He is all-knowing and all-loving, but he'll kill you with laser beams. And then this, my friend designed and I made it. It changes a 9-volt into a sound, and I can actually turn it on. My entire body of artwork right now as it is about women, cats, and depression. Every single aspect of that drawing is like about who I am or what I'm thinking. I work in a place where you don't have to be female or male or transgender or goth or punk. You're just you.
People around me when I first started taking hormones and first started coming out and saying I'm transgender, a lot of people didn't know what that was or how they saw me as a tattoo artist, drummer, rock and roll guy with long hair and a goatee. They couldn't see that about me. But you know, not everybody that's depressed is frowning. A lot of people are smiling. So sometimes there's a lot going on that you don't see. But once people understood that, you know, it took some time, but now that people know Kristen, that she's not very much different than Chris. Other than maybe a little more compassionate and a lot happier, that they're happy for me, for sure. The amount of time that I don't spend thinking about being a woman now, I have so much more time during the day because it's not, you know, constantly on my mind because it's just who I am now, so I don't worry about it. I just go about my life, and if people can deal with it, they can. If they can't, then I'm punk rock, fuck you.
Punk rock is activism. It's just about having a voice, having a loud voice, and if you can get together with a bunch of people that you like and just listen to somebody scream, like when you can't scream, like they're screaming for you. Yeah, I have pretty much all the band posters from the New Frontier in the past 2 years. But this was for the Java Jive once they started booking music more regularly. I probably printed way too many of these, but the more the merrier, I guess.
I came of age in the 90s, you know. The very first stuff that I started to like really get into was grunge. Many of them are singing lyrics that I really related to when I was a frustrated teenager that as a, you know, woman in her 30s, I don't feel that same frustration anymore. So it's kind of gives me a chuckle.
We started air jamming together. We started practicing for Lozen 19 years ago.
Yeah, we talked about being in a band for years before we actually really did it, you know.
When we were in high school, we used to always talk about how cool Tacoma could be, you know, like it has so much potential and someday it's going to be awesome. And now we're, you know, 19 years later and we're adult women and it's like, hey, I think it might be happening.
People have so many times commented on our looks or you're too pretty to be Mexican, or that would be really cool if you weren't native, or like
the weirdest thing.
Just weird shit that people just fucking say.
Tacoma is a misfit city, you know. I think that a lot of people feel comfortable to be themselves here in a way that you wouldn't necessarily feel in Seattle or Olympia because those places have so much of an identity. Here, you just are who you are. I would hope that we would contribute to it just becoming more and more common and comfortable for women to be in all sorts of different music projects without anybody batting an eye.
is a safe place, I think. You know, you always get up and it's about the music and expression. Any form of music can be punk. It's how you do it.